Hi students, and welcome to week 6 in online general psychology. We are moving right along, and with this being week 6, just looking ahead here, next week is week 7, our last chapter, and the final exam. So we are getting close to the end here. So here in week 6, we will be studying chapter 13 and chapter 14. Chapter 13 is on social psychology. So this is where you'll learn about all kinds of different ways and reasons that other people, society, the social world, if you will, affects the individual behavior. So still oftentimes I get students asking, what's the difference between sociology and psychology? Psychology is the study of the individual behavior and mental processes. So we're still looking at the individual, but we're looking at the influences of those around us, the environment, etc. in social psychology. So in this chapter, of course, make sure that you read your chapter 13 in the book. You have a narrated PowerPoint for this chapter. And then you have a couple connect assignments here. One is on evolution. It's a news flash on evolution and bad boyfriends. And the other one is on mate selection. So this chapter also goes into relationships and the effects that those relationships have on us. And of course, your chapter 13 post-test. Looking forward to chapter 14. Chapter 14 is on industrial and organizational psychology. This is one of the newest subcategories of psychology. This is where we bring in the business world, the marketing world, the work world into psychology. So it's just recent that you've been starting to see INO, which it's commonly referred to, being a chapter in a book. So there is more emphasis. Psychology is making its way into organizations and business. And so this chapter will give you some insight into what that looks like. 2 assignments here from Connect. You have religion at work and industry and psychology. And then your chapter 14 test. In addition to the chapter assignments and post tests for this week, you do have analysis of a research article due. This is a SLO, student learning outcome measurement, for your 4th one. And it's also a significant grade for you. I want to point out that, because I'm going to open this here in just a minute, but I want to point out that I have put an example of a analysis that was done for me by a student that received an A, and with the student's permission I have posted this as an example, so don't forget to look at that. But let's open this up here and see what we're going to do. Of course, I have a video for you explaining this assignment to you, so don't forget to check that out. You will need to go into the SAC library database. So there are, we've gone through this before. You've had to retrieve other articles from the library, but this time you are going to a specific article. So every single one of you will be looking at this article right here, Asian American Journal of Psychology, Asian Americans, the Roles of Asian Values, Emotional Intelligence, and Optimism. So you're not looking for your own article. You're looking for this article. You'll need to go in to the SAC database to find this article. And I may need to update these here. I'm looking at this. Our library page changes every semester, so I need to check that out. But basically, you're going into the SAC library, doing that general discovery all-in-one search. Type in the title of the article. Here's the title right here, starting with Asian Americans, the Roles of Asian Values, Emotional Intelligence, and Optimism, and the article will come up. I oftentimes have students email me and say that it's asking for a fee. If you're going through the SAC library and you're sometimes it prompts you to log in with your ACES account, you will not get that message. So if you just go to a general search and try to put that in, you're outside of the SAC library, it's going to say that there's a fee associated. Make sure you go through the SAC library. And then what you're doing is you're going to take every part of that article and break it down. And so you'll see that the article is arranged right in this way. So, you know, the first part, with the exception of the first question here, but what background of the research did the authors discuss to lay the groundwork to explain the reason that they conducted the study? The purpose of the study, the methodology, the results, the discussion. So then you'll start seeing from methodology, results, and discussion that those are laid out for you as subcomponents of the article. So after reading the article, you'll be able to do these first two without any problems. The answers are in that article after you read it. This is why I'm having you do all the same article. Every student in the class will be researching this article because I wanted to ensure that it was an article that was relevant to the topics that we were currently studying, and that it also was one where you would be able to successfully summarize all these different parts. So this learning outcome is about, you know, making sure that you understand APA citation, you understand APA research, you know how to go into the library and pull an article. So that is, you know, the purpose of this assignment, in addition to learning the topics that you will learn from reading this article. And then lastly, don't forget your critique here. So just answering these questions, and then you'll provide the APA reference for this article. Hint, hint, it might already be done for you right here. So make sure you watch this video. Make sure, let me go back to the module. Make sure that you are looking at the example that I have uploaded for you guys, because it will show you formatting. It will show you how they listed it out. It will give you an idea. Oops, it's going to download it. It will show you, you know, how you can organize it. So again, you have this example, you have a video, and you have, you know, remember going back to the Getting Started module, how to search the library, many resources on how to get to that article. And again, no, you do not need to pay for the article. Make sure you go through the SAC library. So that's this week. Enjoy learning about social psychology as well as INO psychology. Please note that these are let me go back to this module real quick here. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Please note that this is chapter 13 and 14. Don't forget your Connect assignments. And then just looking ahead as we start getting ready to wrap up here, you only have one chapter left after this week, and that'll be chapter 15. And that's all the psychological disorders. And then the following week, which it's due on Thursday, October 14th. So again, this is this week, this is next week, October 4th through 10th, and then your final exam will be due October 14th. And next week's module, I have what you should do to prep for the final exam. Basically, it is very similar to each chapter post that you've taken. So reviewing those chapter post tests that you've already done will be the best preparation for your final exam. So just wanted a little preview of what we will be doing this week and what we'll be doing in our last few final days of class. Hope you have a wonderful week. Happy October, happy fall. You're probably watching this and it's the end of September, but you'll be we'll be moving into October this week. So as always, please do not hesitate to reach out with any questions. Have a great week, everybody.